Reading Rambo will not be seen at this time because Rambo can't read. Instead, we bring you the following illiterate show.
Adam? Adam, you have been in there for hours, young man. I certainly hope you are not sitting on the toilet reading. Adam? Adam?
Oh, no, Mom, don't worry. I'm not sitting on the toilet reading. I'm sitting in the toilet reading.
What is it this time?
Well, what have all the amigos got in their hands? They don't look like guns to me.
Of course they're not guns. We're doing exactly what the judge said we should do. Throw the book at you. In fact, a bunch of books. Hey, amigos. Ready, aim, throw.
I did this. Hi, and welcome to You Can't Do That on Television. This is my first opportunity to introduce the show.
Yeah.
Which today is about books and reading.
Psst, Matthew, do you think there's a plot?
Adam, these scripts are always way too disjointed to have any kind of plot.
No, Matthew, I mean, well, making us do a show all about books and reading.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a plot by the adults to try and get us to persuade kids to read books more often? Let's face it, parents or adults would much rather have their kids spend their time reading books than watching TV.
Parents wouldn't be that sneaky and underhanded, would they? No.
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a star on a TV show, do-da. Hello, young lady.
You seem pretty happy today.
Well, of course I am, young lady. And what a very pretty little young lady you are. Didn't you hear? Today's show is all about books and reading. And so, of course, I am bound to be a star featured on the show.
I wouldn't count on it if I were you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Whoop, careful.
Sit down. Sit down. Be quiet. Now, class, you are here because none of you can read. This is a special class for non-readers.
And you're going to teach us how to read, right, sir?
Yeah.
How would I do that?
Well, maybe with books.
Books, yes. Well, there's a problem there. You see, the reason the Board of Education gave me this job to teach is I can't read either.
Reminds me, I have a note from my mother saying that I can leave early today, but no. I have a note, too. Sir.
That's one at a time.
I got a note for you.
Just a minute. Wait a minute.
I'll go.
Hold it.
Yeah?
I hear you're writing a cookbook.
Yeah. And all my tastiest recipes are going to be in it. Mm-hmm.
Ah, well, then it's going to be a really short book then, isn't it?
Yeah. I heard that.
Oh.
So, I'm not going to spit in your burger the way I did all the other kids' burgers.
Good.
I'm going to spit in your eye instead.
Huh?
Bullseye.
Mom, what are you doing?
Oh, hi, Adam. I'm washing a few dirty books I found in your father's closet.
Mom, you're ruining them.
Oh, dear. Am I?
Hey, you're doing this deliberately, aren't you? I'm going to tell Dad.
That's a good idea, dear. While you're at it, why don't you mention to your father that I've just finished washing the dirty books I found in your closet? Your father would probably be very pleased to learn that you have similar tastes in literature.
Maybe I won't then, huh?
Wise move.
I tell you, Matthew, the library at our school is full of dirty books.
Really? Wow, you must have a real liberal librarian,
No,
right?
no. She's hopping mad about it.
Huh?
She's always threatening to make kids pay for the books.
What?
When they bring them back covered with ketchup and grease things.
Oh, Adam.
It was an accident. Come on, Matthew.
I wonder who Bart thinks is going to buy his book. Maybe people want a cheap way to feed their dogs. Vic, more like people want a cheap way to kill their dogs.
I heard that. Now, eat this. I cooked it special for you. And I even put your name on the dish. Shit. Hey. Hey, Dad. Got plenty.
We want food.
Dinner.
We want food. Dinner. We want food.
I followed the recipe to the letter.
Grab some
Oh, Andrea, what recipe book did this come from?
From Bart's new recipe book, of course. Oh, I knew I'd forgotten something with special sauce. Still, we've got some now.
Matthew, for your detention, I want you to copy that entire book 10 times.
Sir, I can't do that.
Of course you can.
Well, sir, I know my copyright laws, and according to code 2735, I can't.
Well, then I suppose you can go.
Thank you, sir. You know, sometimes it's so easy. I'm ashamed of myself.
On the other hand, if you can't copy the book, there's no law says I can't throw the book at you.
Ooh-wee. Oh, Matthew, that is nasty. Now, look, I hope that the next time your principal decides to throw the book at you, that he doesn't throw it quite so hard. However, look at the bright side, kid. I bet you never had so much knowledge crammed into that skull of yours as you do right now. Kid?
Oh, boy. Am I ever glad when teachers set tests on books?
You're kidding.
No. I mean, if you're reading a book that has a nice sense of pace and a great plot and a really exciting story, then it always makes it that much more enjoyable to read when you know a teacher is going to set a test on it and ask questions about the vocabulary, grammar, and sentence structure.
Adam, either you hate books and authors as much as teachers do who set tests on them, or you're lying, or...
You're right. This is just the introduction to the opposites, of course.
Matthew.
Yes?
The trouble with you is you don't appreciate the true value of books and what's in them.
I'm sorry, sir.
Take this textbook, for instance. This cost the Board of Education $12, and there are 240 beautiful pages in there.
Yeah.
What does that say to you?
That says it cost the Board of Education 5 cents a page.
No. 240 beautiful pages to make paper airplanes with. There you are.
Paper airplanes?
Hold it over once and I'll come back and see.
Hey, you kids, what are you doing? It's awful quiet back there.
Well, Snake Eyes, we're all reading.
Reading? You know you're not supposed to be reading. You're supposed to be destructive. Now, jump and scream and fight and leap up and down on the seats and throw something out the windows. Throw your books out the window.
Snake Eyes, I'm reading. This is a good book. Algebra is exciting.
Toss it.
What do you think you students are doing? Reading in the midst of television watching class?
Well, yes, sir.
And I suppose you think it's more exciting to read Little Women than watching Miami Vice?
I
All right. I think you should know then that there is going to be a test on Miami Vice. Go get him, Cracker.
You know, if that wasn't an opposite, it might be a good idea. If teachers wanted to make kids stop watching shows like Miami Vice, give tests on them in school. make the kids watch them. Would it work?
Here you go, Dad. 2 glasses of beer.
No, Steffi. Your father does not want to drink beer now.
I don't.
You promised me if I brought you a pair of glasses, you would read me a story.
Silly girl. Your father meant a pair of reading glasses, not beer glasses.
Don't discourage the girl, Valerie. These glasses will be just fine. Steph. That's a girl. Now, what story would you like Daddy to tell you? Wait a minute. I know. Goldilocks and the 3 beers.
Freeze!
You had, I've brought a book for you about escaping. Oh, sorry. Look, how to escape from a dungeon. It tells you exactly how to do it.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that if I read that book, I'm going to be able to escape to freedom? Blue skies, Barbie burgers, girls!
Yeah, well, it tells you everything you ever wanted to know about escaping from a dungeon.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, no.
What?
I forgot I can't read.
I hadn't forgotten. Pretty around.
All right. Matthew, take this prescription to the druggist.
Doc, what does this say? I can't read it.
I haven't any idea. I can't read my own handwriting.
Well, how does the druggist know what your handwriting means?
He doesn't. He can't read it either. He just takes a good guess at what kind of medicine to give to you.
You mean the druggist decides on what medicine to give me?
Yes?
That's outrageous.
Look, would you sooner have me decide what kind of medicine to give to you?
No, definitely not.
Well, then there's no problem. Oh, $300, please.
Young man, this is supposed to be a show about books and reading. And so far there hasn't been one decent scene in the library.
Look, I am only a kid, okay? I only work here. There's nothing I can do about it.
I'll bet there is. Why hasn't there been one decent scene in the library?
Look, take it up with the writers. I don't know.
I suppose you think that's funny.
No, I don't. Neither would you if you got slimed.
Rather, young man, why don't you take it up with the writer?
You Can't Do That on Television. We'll be back after these messages.
Aloha, Fruity Pebbles. Yabba dabba delicious.
Aloha, Big Kahuna. Teach me to hang ten.
My pleasure.
Oh, I'm close to these yummy Fruity Pebbles. Totally Fruity-Rooty.
Here's the caveman kick-out. The Flintstone fly away.
Uh-oh.
Barney, my pebbles.
Board will boogie.
Most Fruity Pebbles cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Got me a tool, gonna redefine cool. Got a rip stinger. It's a frisbee disc. I can execute, I can spin and shoot. I haven't been taught, I'm just naturally hot. Got a rip stinger from Frisbee. Rip Stinger center spin cone makes tricks easy. And it's the only Frisbee that can stand on its head. If it's not a Rip Stinger, you're just a beginner. Got a Rip Stinger from Frisbee. The new Frisbee Rip Stinger flying disc by Whammo.
Oh, who's that twister? Who's that cruncher? It's Oreo action, Oreo muncher. Be a liquor, a cruncher, a chocolate cookie dunker, a creamy middle muncher with O-R-E-O. Oreo action, Oreo action. Twister, dunker, whatever your attraction. What's your Oreo action with O-R-E-O?
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now back to You Can't Do That on Television.
Adam, this film is nothing like the book it's supposed to be based on.
What? Oh, that's great. That's me up the creek without a paddle. I've got a test on the book tomorrow. That's why I came to see the movie.
And boy, are you in trouble.
You're telling me. Matthew, maybe not. Look who's sitting in front of us. Mr. Schindler. And he's taking notes. Looks like he's writing out test questions. Oh, my gosh. All right. What is the expositional?
Hey, Snake Eyes, look. There's one of those mobile libraries.
What'd you say?
I said there's one of those mobile library trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that tour the neighborhood so people can borrow books.
Yeah.
Dead ahead!
What?
Look out!
Matthew, what's a mirage?
A what?
A mirage. It's in this book I'm reading about a man who's lost in the desert, and he sees a mirage.
Oh, you mean a mirage?
Yeah, so what's a mirage?
Well, it's something that a person thinks he sees when he's lost and dying of thirst in the desert.
What's that something, Matthew?
Well, something like a well.
Well, what's in the well, Matthew?
You don't give up, do you?
No.
Well, they think they see a well of, or a pool of, well, something that people dying in the desert of thirst want most.
What's that, Matthew?
I'm not going to say it, Stephanie. I want to stay dry, okay?
Well.
Or pool. Hi, Matt. Hi, Steph. Hi, Adam. You know, little Stephanie here isn't as innocent as she looks. I mean, she just spent a whole minute trying to get me to say water. I mean, I couldn't go... Oh. But, of course, I just didn't want to disappoint her. Clever girl, huh? Clever girl.
According to the immemorial usage of waiters in all ages.
Yes,
He
that's
discovered-
fine. That's fine. Sit down, Vikram. That's not bad. All right. Next, for reading aloud in class, No, Adam. Adam, you will get up, please, and read aloud.
When Mr. Laurie finished his breakfast, he went out for a stroll on the beach. The little peninsula that he thought was very beautiful.
Why, shouting like that?
Well, certificate.
Because you told me to, sir. You told me to read out loud, and that was my loudest.
That was your loudest.
Yeah, it was.
Where's the stupid faggot? And why do you keep sticking it at me?
Matthew, what are you doing up there?
I'm working with that new set of $800 encyclopedias you bought me.
Here.
Mind you, I would have preferred a set of weights. But I can improvise. Oh, dear. Oh, Mom. Oh. Help.
My mom gets really mad when I watch too much TV. Mine too. She always turns it off. But she doesn't mind how long I sit down with a good book in my hand.
Oh, girls, isn't it nice to see the two of you sitting there with a good book for a change instead of that awful television?
Which is why this tiny TV you can hide in a book is so handy. I know.
Hey, Stephanie,
Yes, Vic?
does your mom always read you a bedtime story?
No, not always. Only at bedtime.
Hey, Andrea.
Yes, Adam?
Does your mom ever make you read a book instead of watch TV?
Yes, every day she tells me to turn off the TV and read a book after she's spent 5 hours watching soap operas.
Of course.
Hey, Matthew.
Yes, Vikram.
I read every day.
What, a book, a newspaper?
No, the TV guide, so I don't miss my favorite shows.
Hey, Adam. Yeah, Matt. Do you read books? Well, only when there's going to be a test on them.
Adam, don't you read books just for pleasure?
Well, yeah, sure. I love to read books just for pleasure, Matthew. Except I don't have any time. I've got too much homework and too many tests.
Good point.
Yep.
Hey, Stephanie.
Yes, Andrea?
Do you enjoy reading?
I used to love reading till the teachers made it so boring.
Okay, kid, give me your lunch money now, huh?
Not this time, you bully.
Really? You want me to hurt you, huh, kid?
You don't scare me. I bought a book, How to Deal with Bullies.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, kid, it's going to take a lot more than a stupid book to deal with me, huh, Trippo, huh?
What do you know? It worked just like the aunt said it would.
My glass.
Mom, you can't do this to me.
Oh, yes, I can, Matthew. I read all about it in the National Scab. They said that as a result of modern technology and science, mothers can now actually choose the sex of their children. And, oh, Matthew, I always wanted you to be a girl.
But, Mom, that is for mothers who are going to have babies. Did you read all of the article?
Oh, well, no, Matthew. I was going to, but the line at the checkup counter, well, it was moving so quickly, dear. I'd have had to pay for the magazine if I'd wanted to read the whole thing.
Okay.
No, you can't. You can't. No, you'll be late for school. You're going to have to run along like this. I'm hurry up and pull up your sock.
I don't want
Little.
This.
Oh, Vikram. You really don't read very well for a boy your age, now do you?
Well, I bet, sir, that I can read a book better than you.
Bet? How much?
$20.
$20?
What are you crazy?
You're on, baby. Come on. Read.
The prince came down from his horse and bowed to the princess, and each of her ladies in turn according to rank.
Oh, not bad. In fact, it was pretty good. However, wait a minute now. Wait till you hear old Teach read. $20. Protege of... Look at all these squiggly lines going in all directions. I can't read this.
That's Sanskrit, sir, and I can read it. The bet was that I could read a book better than you. This book. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. That was
I am getting tired of waiting. This program is going on forever. I have waited very patiently for a scene in the library. But no! This program is about books. It should have lots of scenes set in the library.
Well, I don't think it does.
Well, I want a scene set in the library, and I want one right now.
Okay. Here you go. To Matthew Godfrey. Great book.
Thank you. Body.
Thank you. Thanks, I got it. He signed it. Okay, no problem. I got the famous author's signature.
On a book?
No, dummy. On this magazine order form. I'll get at least $100 commission. You'll get stuck with 50 magazines a month for the next 5 years. Isn't that great?
I wasn't even in it. And it wasn't about books. You pay for this, young man. I tell parents a lot of the time. There is altogether too much violence on television.
Oh, I hate Fridays. You hate Fridays? Yes, especially the ride home. Well, why? Well, because on Friday, Snake Eyes gets his favorite car racing magazine. And when he reads it, he pretends he's in the Indy 500.
Boys, please. Now, you remember 6 weeks ago, I told you to read a little from the good book every day. Now, have you done what I asked?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, sir, I read more than one good book, sir. I read a whole lot of them.
What? Matthew, there's only one good book. Part of it was named after you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no, sir. Actually, there's a whole lot of good books, like Wild Women in the Jungle, Wild Women on a Raft, and Wild Women Being Bad. It says being bad, but actually it's a good book.
Stop it. That's enough. I don't want to hear another word. Stop.
By the way, could you speak to my mother? She got quite mad when she saw me with those books. But I said that you said that I had to read them, and she's waiting outside to speak to you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sir. All right. Ready? Aim.
Wait a minute. Stop the execution.
What is it this time?
Well, I'm reading this book, and before I get shot, I want to know how it ends.
Oh, what book is that?
Oh, Gone with the Wind.
That's a very long book. How far you got into it?
Page 1.
Page 1? Are you crazy? Hey, the amigos and I can't wait for you to finish this big long book. Hey, I tell you what, amigos, we tell them how the story ends.
No, I don't want it. I'm not.
I don't care. Hey, listen. Hey. Almost everybody in the whole story gets killed in the big Atlanta fire.
Oh, thanks a billion, huh? Now you've ruined the suspense for me. Look.
Sorry.
Now we have something for you to read. The credits. The show is over!
The show can't be over. That's impossible. We haven't had any scenes in the library yet. We haven't had a chance to tell the little boys and girls how exciting it can be to read books. Little boys and girls, it's awfully exciting to read books. It's very good for you. It's a lot of fun, and it's so educational.
Roll credits.
Don't you cut me off! I'm not finished yet. When I was a little kid, I read books all the time. I had a very good time with books, especially when I was reading. They were really, really good. I used to sit there and I would read books.
You Can't Do That on Television was a big bucks production. Big bucks? What are you talking about, big bucks? I've never seen any big bucks on this production, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's big bucks.
Okay, show's over.
No, it's not fair!
I told you so.